I play a character called Chief Gus Mancuso in this movie. He is a guy who is a spacer, a lifetime of traveling in space, somebody who fell in love with the stars and the notion of interplanetary travel probably at a young age and has made probably 5 or 6 voyages to different planets and has no real attachment to the Earth, is completely enamored with space and the stars and new worlds. The journey goes from Earth, like almost 100 years to reach this new planet. Um, People are, asleep for most of the journey, and then they wake up, 80 years later, and they sort of populate this new world. Uh, but things go wrong, as they do, and he wakes up along with our two leads, and luckily he's a crew chief, so he has access to certain things that they wouldn't have access to as passengers, and he sort of helps them sort of, acclimate to the environment uh, of this crazy ship that's, on a course that can't turn back. Jim, who's an engineer, um, doesn't have all the knowledge that Gus has about the real workings of the ship. So together, I think the two of them are able to sort of deduce that there is something that's amiss and it's much larger than they imagined. It's very refined. Um, it's very elegant. It's super sophisticated, um, clean, modern, uh, beautifully, beautifully designed environments that we got to play in. And um, I'm sure that's going to add to sort of the quality of isolation that I think the audience will feel, um, and allow the warmth to come from the characters, the warmth and the humanity and those things that are recognizable will come through with the characters. I really enjoyed working both with Jennifer and with Chris, and with Michael, who I worked with before many, many, many years ago. They're all really some of the finest actors working, period. Michael's character is really kind of an anomaly in a way because, he appears to be quite human and quite understanding and, you know what I mean, and kind. He presents as a human being. But because he is an android, there are things that are beyond his understanding. The production design was out of this world. The DP is incredible. So those two things in concert, it's, you know, you're basically dropped into, the best situation that you can be dropped into as an actor because you don't have to worry about, you know, whether or not it looks good. It looks fantastic. Um, it's just about whether or not you are bringing, you know, an authenticity and, your humanity and a sense of realism to this fantasy world, if you will. I think the thing that was most important for us between Morton and myself was the fact that, he was the one that said to me first that, Gus is the adult. He's the father figure in this piece. Um, and that was sort of a really good anchor for me to have in terms of finding out who the character is and how to play him.